first goal of the match. Leaves it to Ramsey to make it 3-0.
Football, and we have an exciting game in store for us today. One team fighting for their fourth straight victory, the other just trying to stay in contention for the title. Welcome to the continuation of the 2022 Copa Paulino Alcantara, and this match is between Dynamic Curve Cebu FC and Maharlika Manila FC. Great to have you here with us in the stream. My name is Jamer De La Cruz, and joining me today is once again Nate Berkey. Nate, how are you today?
Good afternoon, Jamer. We have a lovely afternoon. I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Well, I'm doing great, and I'm very excited for this match that we have at hand. Again, it's Dynamic Curve Cebu FC going up against Maharlika Manila FC, coming off their third straight victories. Dynamic Curve Cebu and trying to go for the solid second spot as we take a look at the standings right here. Nate, what do you think about the shakeup of things when Cebu started playing in the Copa Paulino Alcantara?
Yeah, for me, it's a good, positive thing, bringing them the results they've had. It's kind of shaking up the table, bringing some new life, new teams, new competition, and it's making other teams perform as well. So for me, it's good competition. It's always good, and it's nice to see a new team up in the mix at the top of the table.
As we see the standings right now, Dynamic Curve Cebu with 9 points in the bag, trying to stay at the second place. This is their fourth game. They will be equal with United City FC in the number of games played, and they will have a chance to solidify that second spot for them. Meanwhile, Maharlika Manila FC trying to stay alive in the competition with 3 points themselves, looking for their fourth or probably another 3 points out here to shake things up at the upper part of the standings. Now, as we after we discuss the starting or the standings, we now take a look at the starting lineups. First off, with Dynamic Curve Cebu FC, not much of a change. Only Altinoz is missing in the starting lineup, but he's replaced by Waco Cañas. We all know that he's very familiar in terms of the defensive side, but right now he's playing more of an advanced role. Nate, what can you say about the lineup that Cebu has in stock out here against Maharlika?
Yeah, it's a solid lineup as we've seen before. The only change is the addition of Waco Cañas, who is a seasoned veteran here in Philippine football. As you said, he's not playing in his traditional defensive role, so for me it's good. We got to keep an eye on him as he's in a more advanced role, in a midfield role. So it'll be interesting to see how he will adjust and how the team will adjust with him in the mix.
And of course, Arda Sinclair is still in the lineup even after getting a cut in that game against or their last game against Mendiola, but he's still in the lineups. And now we move over to Maharlika Manila FC. Not much of a change as well for them. Miggy Clarino is in the lineups. Charlie Beaton and Saavedra is there, as well as the ever-reliable Gary Epeso.
Yeah, Gary Peso is a very difficult player for anyone to deal with. He's strong, he's physical, he's technical, he gets other players involved, and he can be a handful for sure.
Yep, and now we look at the depth of each squad out here as we take a look at the substitutes for both sides. For Cebu and Maharlika, looks like the subs for Cebu right here, which we're going to fix later on, they still have a lot of players who could play in a vital role towards the end of the match. You do have the likes of Kentaro Miyagi, Baris Stasi, and JB Borlongan. And then looking on the other side, Nate, we have Jean-Marie Clarino, Ryan Fermin, and a couple more players like Lawless. It's going to be interesting to see how they're going to play things out towards the final 15 to 30 minutes of the match, but it's going to be exciting, and I'm pretty sure that both teams will give everything for today. It's a 5 p.m. kickoff. We've talked about the kickoff earlier. Warming up at 4 p.m. is not as heavy as warming up during a 3 p.m. warm-up.
Yeah, that's correct, Jamer. Even that 1 hour difference from 3 to 4 p.m. with the warm-up is a huge difference. As we see the sun slowly setting, and it's a little bit cooler temperatures, and we got to expect another high tempo match here. Both teams will be eager to get 3 points. Dynamic Herb will look to continue their streak, and Maharlika is definitely going to be in contention to get 3 points so that they can solidify a playoff spot.
Well, I'm very excited to kick things off, but we will go on a short break. But when we come back, it's Dynamic Herb Cebu FC against Maharlika Manila FC, or the 2022 Copa Paulino Alcantara. Let's take a picture for this. There you go. Time lapse. Both teams on the pitch, and we're getting ready to kick things off for this Thursday night football between the second place team Cebu FC and the one fighting for contention for the title, Maharlika Manila FC. Our officials for this match: Mick John Pineda, the first referee, assisted by Ryan Flores and Francisco Empezao, and our fourth official is Clifford Daipuyat, with the match commissioner Robin Allen Kinglet. Taking a good look at Cebu FC as well as Maharlika Manila FC. What's going to be the difference, Nate, between the two sides in this game?
Yeah, for me, it's going to be about the freshness of the legs. We all know Dynamic Herb Cebu just played Monday. Anyone who watched that game knows exactly how exhausting mentally, physically, and spiritually that match is for them. On the flip side, Maharlika is fresh. They haven't played a game all week, so for me, they should be the one that should have fresh legs. They should look a bit more energized. So it's all about, can Dynamic Herb sustain the momentum they've been going through, or will we see them plateau a bit? It's going to be an interesting match because they'll definitely not want to drop points, and they'll want to continue to perform and grow as a group. So it's a good test for them. And it's also a great opportunity, like I said, for Maharlika to try and take some points off of this Dynamic Herb Cebu squad.
Well, Nate, we've made our picks for the players to watch for both sides out here. First off, we have Arda Sinclair of Dynamic Herb Cebu FC scoring 2 goals even after getting a cut on a collision and still giving them the win. Do you think he can continue the run of his form for today?
Well, we gotta hope so, but you know, the adrenaline has gone down from that night, and let's hope that the head injury doesn't affect his game too much. But he's in the first 11, so that means he must be ready to go. So any player that's suited up in the first 11, you gotta expect them at 100% and ready to perform. But it's gonna be interesting to see because, you know, he ended that match on such a high note. You know, getting man of the match, scoring 2 vital goals. So it's going to be interesting to see how he plays tonight, and again, how the new player in the mix, not new to the league, but Wako Cañas, as we see him in a new role here, how he's going to adjust and how the team will adjust with him.
On the other side, with Gary Epeso for Maharlika Manila FC, we've talked about how huge this guy is, and it's going to be very difficult for the defense of Cebu FC to control him. But we have 90 minutes to look out for that, and hopefully we're in for a treat as Maharlika Manila kick things off for today, wearing their all-black kits, playing from right to left, going immediately for the attack, but the ball goes out for a throw-in. You'll be expecting Cebu out here to play a very frantic first 15 minutes of the match. That's what they've done against Mendiola FC. They might have actually controlled a little bit of their passing and their aggression in the first half. If you may have noticed, Nate, that they're really not pushing a lot, giving Mendiola FC a chance to go for the counterattacks themselves. Saldivar is going to take it back. Looks like Cebu's playing more of a 4-1-4-1 formation here, with Wako Cañas being the pivot in midfield. There's Gadia up front, sending it forward, looking for players in the middle. The alertness of Valdez, enough for them to thwart that chance for Cebu.
Yeah, Gadia did extremely well to make the most out of that play. Decent service in, testing the Maharlika backline and the goalkeeper just in the first few minutes here.
Good look at Charlie Beaton, who's been a consistent part of Maharlika Manila FC starting lineup, hoping to provide a lot of things in terms of attack for them out here in their quest to stay in contention for the title. Menzi. Clearance from Cebu. Trying to test the waters here. Both sides. Now they take it back to Valdez. Interestingly enough, Bandek Fong, the most consistent goalkeeper for Maharlika Manila FC, sits this one out, giving a chance for Maharlika's youngsters in terms of stepping up in goal.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised to see Bendekin out of the mix, but it could also be that they want to use their foreign slots for field players and maximize the field play. As we see them in a unorthodox 5 in the back, but I'm sure they will look to expose the flanks with the 2 wingers and have it solid in the middle with the back 3.
Well, you have Michael Menzi out here. He's registered as a right back for them, but we all know how he wants to go for the attack as well, knowing that he had the likes of David Basa in the back as well as Mudang out there. Cebu on the counter attack there, just called by the offside flag.
That was a nice combination play through midfield with dynamic Herb Cebu finding feet, and unfortunate that Genko's all called offside there because he looked like he was in a really good position to get forward.
It was
some promising signs already from dynamic Herb Cebu as we try to take a look at the replay. He's just ahead of the play as the ball was played already and clearly in an offside position. Genko just needs to hold his run and be a bit more calm and patient. As that ball's coming to you, you really got to just hold that line. As I said, he could have been in for a good opportunity if he had not been called offsides there.
Minsu almost got a chance on goal there, had the ball not went over his head. Giving time for Cebu to reset here. Dabao into the middle for Cañas. He's going to play a vital role here as solitary midfield player right now for Cebu. Of course, you're still going to expect his teammates to support him, but he's going to be the pivot man in the middle.
Yeah, it's a new role that we've seen for Mr. Wako Cañas. We know he has a lot of experience in the back line, but this will require some different aspects of his game, primarily distribution and decision making. So it'll be interesting to see how he fits in. He hasn't played at all during the Copa, so I'm sure he's eager and happy to finally get in the mix and in the lineup and to get back playing again.
Genko over the right side, sends it forward, looking for Corsame. Corsame Keeps it in play, punched away by Valdez. Bounces to the path of Cañas. That just went over the bar, but signs of danger now lurking for Cebu.
Yeah, that's a great opportunity again for Dynamic Herb Cebu. Doesn't look to be so dangerous from the start, but they stuck with the play, continued with the second and third balls, and the goal seemed to be wide open. Had Wako Cañas stay on top of that, he could have easily put that one on frame and in the net.
From what I think out here, Nate, with their head coach, Mehmet Kakil, he's infusing more of a Turkish spice in their lineups. We usually see this kind of lineups in the Super League in Turkey, the 4-1-4-1 formation, relying mostly on that solitary midfielder that they have, the pivot man as they call it. They're used to playing just a single striker up front, but right now that's what they're doing, and probably that's what Mehmet Kakil is actually doing in his side.
Yeah, it's an interesting tactic. It can be lonely as a lone striker. So it's important for the midfielders to get involved with him as early as possible, so he has numbers around him and he has options, especially if you're looking to play him into feet. He'll need some type of support, so it'll be interesting to see how Maharlika also adapts to this type of formation.
Villanueva out there, just a touch too strong, giving Cebu the chance to go for the counterattack. Down at the left side, Saldivar was called for a foul there, so a free kick for Maharlika Manila FC. Saldivar, who's been pivotal as well in their game against Mendiola. If I'm not mistaken, he also provided an assist in that game. Basa. Here's Jeng. Kim Min-soo.
Nice control there from Kim.
Through pass now for Beaton. Easily dealt with by Ace Villanueva. The pace that we're seeing right now, Nate, is different from what we've seen in the game against Mendiola. But check that. They're looking for the quick counterattack. That's what I'm trying to say, Nate. First 10 or 15 minutes of the match between Cebu and Mendiola in that Monday night game, it was a bit frantic in the first 10 to 15 minutes, but this time around, they're taking their time, slowing things down, and trying to just find the open spaces.
Yeah, that's smart. As I said before, when you're playing in the sun, you're exerting a lot more energy, and you want to be a bit more patient for sure, and get through the first half without conceding goals. And the best way to do that is to be patient and composed on the ball, and find feet. Just make sure you have options around the ball. Make sure people are constantly moving and finding the support angles. So yeah, we're seeing a different pace, forcing Dynamic Herb to slow it down a bit and find feet, which for me is always good. I like to see teams who are confident on the ball, individually and collectively. So for me, it's a good start already for Dynamic Herb Cebu.
It will be interesting as well how Maharlika would actually deal with this, as they haven't played a game in this as far as 2 or 3 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. So they'll be liking the pace that they're playing at right now instead of them playing frantically over the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, they haven't had a game in a few weeks, so although they might be fresh and energized, we might see a lack of rhythm and consistency with their play. For them, it's really important that they don't give away the ball silly, and that they make the most of their possession. And it's clear Dynamic Herb has been dominating possession so far for these first 10 minutes, but as we said, the scoreline still 0-0, and it's important, as I said, for Maharlika to maximize their possession and just be patient when they're on the ball and not try to force things, and so they can also get a rhythm into the match as well.
Peso now coming into the mix out there. The pass was just a bit strong for him to chase, but he's going to have another chance later on through this free kick as well, called by the referee.
Looks like we got a nice little battle here between Peso and Davao. That'd be interesting to see throughout the match. It's important to win your individual battles all over the field, Jamer, and there's some really good matchups here today.
Size is there for Maharlika as Min Su is inside the box. Villanueva, great catch there. He's actually pressured on by 3 players in black. Things starting to liven up now for both sides. Great coverage there by Saavedra.
Yeah, as we said, Maharlika has 5 players in the back. Whether they're 2 fullbacks, make the most of getting forward. You know, that's a difficult line to break down. So Dynamic Herb Cebu will have a difficult time breaking them down. You know, it's not easy going up against a back line of 5 players. As we take a look at the battle here with Peso, he's a handful, and definitely have to keep our eyes on him as he can hold up. His hold-up play is exceptional, and he's got great first touch, and he's really good with linking other players and getting other players in the mix also.
And with a throw-in to Min Su, nobody there to support him. Cañas with the ball forward to Genko. Into the middle now for Gadia, cleared away by Saavedra. Chance for Maharlika through Gary Peso against Waco Cañas. Peso still running out there over the left side. Great touch there, taking it back to Saavedra, but the attack stopped there.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about there, Jamer. Not giving away possession easily, especially when in attack. It's important to connect, especially when you're trying to keep possession in the attack. So that's going to be something to keep an eye out from Maharlika as we see them shift over to the right side now.
Too strong of a pass again for Minso to chase. They'll still have possession here through Beaton, who's going to take it back to their defensive line. Smart play out here for Maharlika, just thwarting the pressure on them and shifting sides now.
That's a good entry pass from Basa. Experienced defender on the left side with his left foot.
Minso could not find Saavedra there for the quick 1-2. No foul there. Gadia. Here's Sinkir. Through pass over the right side for Gadia.
That's a good pass from Sinkir.
No white shirts inside the box for Cebu for that cross to chase. Beaton clearing the ball away only as far as Saldivar. Now a chance for Cañas to pivot over to the right side, and he does, looking for Gadia in the middle. But he was called for offside there. Make John Pineda just talking to Gadia, just a warning there for his follow through on Valdez.
Yeah, so we're seeing Waco Cañas here play some already dangerous balls forward, diagonal balls forward. So it's something that the Maharlika defense has gonna have to keep an eye on. If they give a player like that time on the ball to just pick out his players, he'll find them all day long. As we see him on the ball now.
Gadia back to Cañas. Now to Ozoka. They have plenty of space to operate there in the middle. That's the benefit that you get if you have the likes of Cañas playing that solitary midfield role for them. But make no mistake, he's also supported by Ozoka and Gadia. Clearance there for Cebu, and a chance for Maharlika to go for the attack. Just exchange of words there. Again, the battle between Davao and Peso is something to look at.
Yeah, these individual battles are crucial in the match. Sometimes a goal can happen just simply from these individual battles. So you gotta, win them as much as possible. As I said, Epeso is a handful. He's a solid player, very strong, and he's got good skill and good technique on the ball. So once he has it at his feet, it's difficult to get the ball off of him.
Minsu getting in the thick of the action there. A foul on Saavedra after that challenge. Good look at Mehmet Kakil, who actually shaking things up for Cebu over the last few games. They're currently on a 3-game winning streak, technically, after that win against Mendiola and a default from the Askel's development team, looking to extend that winning streak to 4 today. Beaten. And Okuda's just gonna usher that out for a goal kick.
So we're seeing a lack of options from Maharlika in midfield. Whether the midfielders are not showing up or they're just the players on the ball aren't feeling comfortable to play those passes through midfield. So we're seeing them, whether it's part of the game plan or not, they're playing a bit direct, trying to get in behind.
Close possession here, Nate. 50-50.
Wow.
Just level playing field right now, but Cebu with a chance. Menzi cleared it only as far as Vedra and Corsame. Corsame now switching over to the right side, and there is a foul called against Maharlika. Strong challenge there coming from Epeso, helping in defense.
Yes, Kasame did well to draw the foul. As we see here, it's a clear foul from behind. Kasame doesn't like any of it, but the ref had it called spot on, and now we have a free kick for Dynamic Herb Cebu. It's an outswinging ball on the right side.
Is the outswinger headed away by Minsu?
Yeah, unable to get over the first man there.
The aerial threat of Sinkir, despite having 4 stitches after that match, is still evident for them. Seeing him up front together with Ozoka as well as Kanyas for that free kick earlier. Time to switch of play. Miggy Clarinos sending it forward, looking for Menzi.
Yeah, again, they're forced to go long because they don't have many options from the midfield. For me, this is how you get exhausted and you get tired, just kind of turning over the ball like this and asking the most of your attackers, just playing a ball direct and hoping they'll run onto it. But we'll see how it works for them. Dynamic Herb, although it's 50-50 in possession, Dynamic Herb Cebu seems to be having a bit more meaningful possession and getting players involved in a little bit more of dangerous areas.
For the benefit of our viewers at home, Nate, with Maharlika FC playing 5 defenders, 4 midfielder, and a sole striker, it is quite interesting to hear coming from you that they don't have much options in terms of their midfield players. What can you say about that? Even though that they have formed the 4 midfield players out there, it doesn't seem that they were able to use all of them.
Yeah, well, it all starts with the midfielders themselves being a first option for the defenders. They have to want the ball. They have to show the defenders they want the ball by movement. Okay, so showing up in good spaces where the defenders feel comfortable and confident to play them a pass, whether it's to their feet or through breaking the lines. But it all starts with the 2 midfielders, and for me, I don't know if this is the game plan of Maharlika, but if they want to play through midfield, they just got to do a better job of showing up and being a first option.
Peso, foul there against Kursame, if I'm not mistaken. Good look at Cañas, not breaking much of a sweat, even though playing more of an advanced midfielder role for them. Again, this is not his natural position. We know that he's a solid center back from his days in Maharlika Manila FC, now with Cebu.
Yeah, he's a leader, very vocal player, very, like a coachable player, coaching player, I mean. So he's always trying to coach his players, always being aware. He's definitely an experienced player, so for me it should add to this dynamic Herb Cebu side and the way that they've been performing and playing. They seem, as I said, to be dominating and controlling through the midfield, which is why Dynamic Herb is enjoying the majority of the possession, at least in more dangerous areas.
Uzoka shifting it over to the other side. Of course, Sami and Genko have already switched places out here. Looking for the overlap for Saldivar. An outswinger. Oh, almost there.
Yeah, that's one of the better attacks that we've seen. It was a pinpoint cross. He picked out his player. Dangerous cross. And as we take a look at the replay, Uzoka got his head to it, but unable to connect and hit the frame. He had the idea right. He attacked the ball well, just unable to connect properly and drive the ball through, or at least on frame. But again, Dynamic Herb Cebu showing their danger, at least with crosses and the width. So again, a good sign from them as we approach the halfway mark of this first half.
Peso looking for his teammates in the middle. Oh, thwarted there. Great defense from Cebu just to stop the attack there. Foul there, or rather a throw in if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, for me, Jamer, if Maharlika is going to continue to play these direct balls, they have to do a better job of getting the whole team up to midfield or past midfield. As we saw there, they played that direct ball into a Peso. He did well to try and get the cross off, but after that, there was no other Maharlika players around to try and win the ball back and put pressure on the Dynamic Herb Cebu side. So if they want to continue to play direct, they have to step the line up quicker and get to midfield or even past midfield to make it a bit more difficult for Dynamic Herb to play out.
Genko now did not use the overload for Saldivar. Here's Cañas into the middle for Sinkir. Just hitting the wrong side of his boot out there. But a chance again for Cebu.
Yeah, so now we're seeing Dynamic Herb's versatility. They're showing what they're dangerous with the crosses, but now we see a dangerous through pass from Cañas. Finds Sinkir to his feet. It's a great little through pass from him as we see it break the midfield line. And Sinkir knows he should have done a bit better with that. But again, another dangerous opportunity for Dynamic Herb Cebu as they continue to build a little bit of momentum as the game goes on here.
Minsu, great pass. Peso did not chase, but forcing Ozcan to clear the ball out for a throw-in.
Yeah, this back line, as we take a look at the replay, plays it in there with pace, finds his feet. Sinkir did everything right there to turn and get his first touch off, but as we saw in that replay, he was leaning back, forcing that ball to go over the goal. He's just got to keep his body over the ball. It's a difficult half turn for him to make, but if he over the ball and hits that ball on frame, could have been a much more dangerous opportunity for Dynamic Herb Cebu.
Menzi, direct shot there to Villanueva. It's not going to shake him though. Just a little bit of a test to Villanueva's alertness there. Looking back at the 2021 squad of Cebu, they already are strong on paper, but coming into that season, they were mere nobodies. Fast forward to 2022, They're now one of the title favorites after that game-winning streak, as well as their comeback win against Mendiola. With the help as well of their Turkish reinforcements, it's a great thing to see now that it's not just going to be a 2-horse, 3-horse race for the title. Cebu coming into the mix to battle for the title.
Yeah, that's great, Jamer. As I said, competition is always good. You know, we don't want to see one or two teams just dominate the competition, and as we have seen in recent years. So now we have another strong, organized team in Dynamic Herb Cebu, and it's gonna force other teams to step up as well. You know, or not, but you know, it puts them in a position to where they have to try and step up and match the intensity and the quality of this team. So for me right now, they're a team to beat, and if I'm a top team like a United City FC or a Kaya, I would definitely be paying close attention to them, doing my homework, and see how we can match and expose them whenever that time comes, which will be very soon for them.
Scuffle for the ball inside the half of Maharlika. Epeso against Karsame. Stays on his feet. Strong effort there from Karsame. Gadia. Looking for options there. Here's Karsame through pass. Into the middle again. Usman Zheng doing pretty well in defense. Now a chance for counterattack for Maharlika. Usman Zheng playing up front for them, looking for options. Nobody there to help him out.
There's the experience of Wako Kanyas as he plays a solid tackle to break down that counterattack. As we see Clarino break down some play there on the end line. We have, I believe this is Epeso down.
Well, that was rather Zheng,
Zheng,
the defender. Yep. Let's take a look at that again, Nate.
Yeah, he does well. Doesn't see what he likes, but stops on the ball, outside hook, and unable to get the ball away from Kanyas as he lays a solid tackle there.
Here's a throw in now for Cebu. Halfway point of the first half here. Not dominating much of the possession, but they have the idea of the attack there whenever they have the ball. Here's Kanyas to Ozoka. Could not find Sinclair there. Lovely to see a lot of fans as well on our social media platforms. Just giving a few shout outs. Kenley Balobo, who was on goal as well for Kaya against Stallion. Ryan Ross. Jenny Maranan Cerantes. And LD Ream Bonanza. Thank you so much for watching this stream, guys.
See, as we see, the Maharlika side isn't even up to midfield yet, and they're already deep in possession.
3 shots for Cebu, only 1 for Maharlika. Felt it could have been more than that with the attack that Cebu has been putting on in the first 26 minutes of this game.
Yeah, they've definitely had their opportunities here. Couple of dangerous half chances, as we see Epeso with a solid nutmeg, try to get past Kasame, but obstruction and a foul denies that.
Beaten, getting instructions from Coach Kim Jong-kil.
That's a good ball.
Whoa, dangerous one there. Miscommunication on the back line of Cebu. Beaten could not get that ball through, and now a chance for counter for Dynamic Herb Cebu FC. They have Genko over there on the other side. Oh, Valdez coming out of his line.
That's a dire save from him. Extremely well to read the play. As we take a look at the cross, dangerous, forcing Villanueva off his line, but some dire moments for Dynamic Herb Cebu.
bit of miscommunication there between Villanueva and his teammate, to the dismay of Mehmet Kakil. Still keeping us cool, knowing that they have a solid formation in place, a solid tactic in place. He still wants to get that goal here in the first half, of course. Ozcan just slowing things down for Cebu now. Davao.
This is smart from Dynamic Herb Cebu.
Sinkir asking for a foul. There is Maharlika, and they got it. Sinkir just dragged Usman Jeng away from the ball.
Yeah, that's a clear obstruction from Sinkir. Good, tough battle. As we said, these battles are important all over the field.
Clarino now with the ball. Maharlika have the time and the ball to figure out how they could break that back line of Cebu.
Yeah, see, we just need more movement, more options for Maharlika. If they want to play through the back, they just got to find more options through midfield. People got to show up, get closer to the ball, get closer to the play, and try to play a little bit sooner, a little bit quicker as well.
There's a huge donut out there in the middle of the park for Maharlika to operate, but they doesn't seem to utilize that space they have in midfield. They win the throw in here, giving us a chance to make some shout outs. June Badelik giving a shout out to Arnie Pasinabo and from the Pembo Boys. Arkin Grace supporting Cebu, watching from Caloocan City. And Glenda Lee watching all the way from Iloilo. Facebook alone, we have more than 500 viewers. So maraming salamat sa panonood. Naway nag-e-enjoy kayo sa araw na to. Siyempre, hindi pwedeng hindi ko i-shout out Glenn Casas, part of the Eat, Sleep, Breathe Football gang. And my boy, Arnel Nano Amita, shoutouts from Bonnie Heights. A lot of viewers for this interesting battle here on Thursday afternoon tonight. Cebu sitting comfortably with the ball. Arda Sinkir with a header towards the path of Ozoka. Could not get his head or any part of his body to it. Saavedra to Minsu in the middle, looking for Villanueva. Hasn't made a mark in his debut yet. Here's Villanueva with the ball. Sending it forward, looking for Kim Minsu. Headed out for a throw-in for Cebu out here. Cañas again looking for that pass over the right side for Corsame. Just too strong for them to chase. Coach Kim Jung-kil of Maharlika Manila FC figuring out how they could get past even their own halfway line out here. Epeso to Beaton. Gonna take it back to Michael Menzi. Menzi. Plenty of options for them running up front, but could not utilize. Time for Maharlika to breathe, actually. The flurry of attacks coming from Cebu. Now they have a chance of their own to operate with the ball. Now a forward pass. Villanueva giving the chase there. Great idea, but just not enough for them. Just about 10 minutes remaining in this first half. If you're Maharlika Manila FC, this is a welcoming sign for you, knowing that a side like Cebu would form on their side, just with level pegging at the half, if they could make it level pegging at the half, Nate.
Yeah, it's important for Maharlika to not give up a goal and concede in this first half, as we see them just try and slow down the play and not do anything foolish and not give up any more chances, as we've seen dynamic Herb Cebu has been showing some dangerous moments here in this first half.
Almost a lost opportunity there. Great coverage though from Maharlika. Beaten. Setting it forward for Menzi. Here's Kim Min-soo. Now to Epeso. Through pass. Saavedra over the right, or left side rather, but the ball goes out for a throw in. Look at this one. Almost a chance there for Sinclair. But Valdez was alert to prevent.
Yeah, see, this is a good time for Maharlika to step up their line and make it difficult for dynamic Herb Cebu to play out. They're deep in their own half. But again, we just saw them have a throw in, not much pressure on the ball, and now we see them get numbers forward. Oh, they play quick. Very, very smart play. Can they make the most of this advantage here?
Now over the left side, Genko. Plenty of options. Into the middle for Sinclair! And here he goes again. Third goal for Arde Sinclair. Level things out with the top scorers list in the Copa Paulino Alcantara, Nate.
Yeah, very smart play to play quickly from the free kick. As we see the coach extremely disappointed. But let's take a look. Good first touch, gets his head up, takes a space. Nice ball across the box. Sinclair doesn't hit it well the first time, but unable to follow through with his left foot and put it in the back of the net. He's in the right place at the right time.
We're still hearing the bench of Maharlika Manila FC complaining about that quick free kick from Cebu.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to take another look at that. I don't know if the ball was close to where the foul was, but it's very smart and clever to play quick like that, take advantage of the numbers down and expose Maharlika. But I was just saying, it's important to not give up a goal for this first half for them. Unfortunately, they did. Credit to dynamic Herb Cebu as they get on the score sheet yet again, and it's this danger man Sinclair.
That's his third goal of the tournament, leveling things up with Daiso Aricosha on the top scorers list in the Copa Paulino Alcantara is the Turkish player for Cebu. Their tie-ups with Hatayspor from Turkey now paying dividends for dynamic Herb. So 1-0 now for Cebu. Looking to extend their winning streak, and they're off to the right start here.
Yeah, so now Maharlika has to approach the game differently. You know, now they'll be chasing the game the entire match and try and get one back. I was just saying how important it is for them to not give up a goal, but you know, let's hope that they can switch on now and react, try and get one back. There's still 6 minutes left in the half, so it's important that they don't put their heads down and keep playing. Most importantly, not giving up any more goals before the half ends.
Cebu just easing off the pressure over the right side to switch it over to the other side there. Genko, the provider of the assist earlier, Through pass for Saldivar, but that's too strong to chase. Let's talk about the quick free kick, Nate. A lot of our viewers might be asking, why did the referee allow Cebu to play that quick free kick?
That's a good question, and again, I need to take a look at the replay. But and if the ref doesn't, pull out a card, the players can play quickly as long as the ref, it's okay with the refs. It's all the discretion of the ref here, and normally if the ball is rolling, the ref will call it back. But if the ball is closer to foul, stop down quick, not moving, and they play quick, it's an advantage for them, and the smart players will take advantage. And again, we have to take a look back at that replay because I was a bit unsure what happened, but you just have to credit to Dynamic Herb Cebu for trying to play quick and capitalize in that moment. They were around midfield or deep in their own half there, so it was a quick play and a quick counter for them. They did everything right to get that goal.
Now Maharlika will have to ask themselves what they can do in order to bring themselves back into contention in this game. Beaten in the middle, intercepted now by Uzoka. Chance for counterattack, but Sinkir wasn't able to get a touch to it. Bounces to the path of Corsame. Through ball, looking for Sinkir, but he was called by the offside flag there. Close, but not close enough for Arda Sinkir. Let's take a look at that, Nate.
Yeah, unable to see what exactly happened there, but it's offside call. I guess he got ahead of the play, a little bit too anxious. I guess he was ready for that ball initially, but didn't get to him on time and put him in an offside position there.
Clarino leading the pack from the back. Jeng. Sinkir putting on the pressure. 4 minutes, less than 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Cebu with the lead courtesy of Arda Sinkir. Cañas with the interception. Here's Uzoka. Could not get that ball in the middle for Cañas. Villanueva takes it back to Clarino. A foul on Gadia. Forward pass from that free kick. Kim Min-soo. Still Min-soo.
Doing well to stay with the play. Just runs out of gas there. Unable to keep it in play.
Chance for Cebu again. Corsame, what a great save by Valdez.
Yeah, another good opportunity for the Dynamic Herb Cebu side. As we take a look at the replay, great ball across the box. They able to connect, just not hit it strong enough to get it through the net, forcing a save there from the Maharlika. That easily could have been 2-0 there, Jamer.
Great save out there by Valdez to keep the score line still at 1-0. But Cebu will go for the attack once again. When they get this ball, Jeng says no. Switches it over to Menzi. Jeng to Beaton. Beaton takes it back to Clarino. 2 minutes to figure out a way to score a goal here and go to the dressing room level. Long ball now. Headed away, but Beaton is still challenging for the ball. Now they clear the lines. Basa to Clarino. All the way back to their goalkeeper, Valdez. Min-soo. Now here's Villanueva with a long ball. Looking for Saavedra over the left side. Headed away by Davao. Mudang to take the throw in. Clearance there by Ozcan. Getting that ball out of the ballpark. Gadya heading it away. Sink here. And now Maharlika wins it. Jeng to Saavedra. Jeng was looking for the through pass. Ozcan is there to cover. And we will have 2 minutes of additional time here in the first half. Free kick for Maharlika out here in the dying minutes of the first half. Plenty of options. You have Jeng, Mudang, you have Pasa as well in the mix.
Yeah, they need a good service here from Charlie. Not the best from him.
Took it short. Pressure stays on. Saavedra missed it. Villanueva with a strike all the way out of the box. That just goes past the goal. Probably one last attack here. Cebu will go for it. They have the time, they have the ball. Intercepted by Epeso.
There's that battle again that we're talking about. Good work from Epeso to deny any entry pass from Davao.
Corsame takes it back to Cañas. All the way back to Davao. Ozcan. Any minute now, the referee will blow his whistle. Mistake there from Maharlika.
Nice pass there from Sinkir.
What a through ball.
I like this one too.
Corsame just could not get his touch onto that ball and get a chance on goal.
Yeah, but a nice combination play at the top of the box for Dynamic Herb Cebu.
So a corner for Cebu, probably the last play of the half. Genko will take it. Genko has been phenomenal as well in this first half, providing that assist to Sinkir and even switching sides from right to left.
Yeah, he's been dangerous with his service, getting behind the defense and playing dangerous balls in. Showing his versatility to play on the left side and on the right side. So we got a 1-0 halftime lead for Dynamic Herb Cebu. Very much deserved for them, in my opinion. They kind of dominated the half with the chances and with possession. Let's see what Maharlika has in store at halftime, if they can make their necessary adjustments to try and get back into the match.
With the winning streak still being kept alive after 45 minutes, Dynamic Herb Cebu FC with a goal to the books and making sure that they have that all-important lead over Maharlika Manila FC, who's chasing for their 3 important points to keep them in contention. As we take a look at the highlights of the first half out here, Nate, plenty of chances from Cebu FC, probably level in terms of possession, but Cebu is just making the most out of it.
Yeah, exactly. They were able to get in behind and combine well in the attacking third. Something that we saw what kind of lacked with the Maharlika side, as they kind of just played more direct. But Cebu showed their versatility in attack and their different ways of being dangerous, whether it be on the wing or a sneaky, cheeky pass through midfield to break the lines. As we take a look here at the goal here, as you mentioned, Genko did extremely well whole half. Finds his player Sinkir extremely well with his left foot. As we see him, he's got his head up. bends it. A very dangerous ball. Sinclair should have done better with the first touch, but able to stick with the play and get that much necessary goal for them to give them a comfortable lead going into the second half.
He's a man on a mission here for Cebu, but we'll just take a short break, and when we come back, we will take a look at the stats of the half between Dynamic Herb Cebu and Maharlika Manila FC.
There's an opportunity here, and we've got our first goal of the match. Leads it to Ramsey. first goal of the match. Leaves it to Ramsey to make it 3-0.
As the floodlights go out here at the PFF National Training Center, the score between Cebu FC and Maharlika Manila FC, it's 1-0 thanks to that goal from Arda Sinclair, courtesy of a pass from Genko. It's been an eventful first half for both sides, but now we take a look at the stats for it. 48 to 52 in possession, not much of a difference for them. But the key figures to look at out here are the shots. Nate, they have 5 already for Cebu, whereas only 2 for Maharlika.
Yeah, that's right. We see the possession stat quite even, but we saw how dangerous the dynamic Herb Cebu was in possession, especially in the attacking half. So, you know, even though the stat line is quite even, it was a different match if you watched it. Maharlika is going to definitely have to make some adjustments as if they want to get back into the match for the second half. You know, they'll be chasing the game now, so you know if they want to get any type of result, you know they're going to have to take a bit more chances and take a bit more risks and be a bit more involved in the attack, as I would say.
One thing that we want to look at for Maharlika is how big the space they have in terms of midfield. They have 4 midfielders there, but they weren't able to use much of the personnel that they have in midfield. There are plenty of times we've seen, Nate, that there's a lot of holes in midfield for Maharlika, but that's one thing that they have to adjust. As we saw some of the fans out here at the beautiful, majestic PFF National Training Center, things are coming into life at night here in Carmona, Cavite, Nate, and what better way to spark things up with an interesting match between the winning streak chasing dynamic Herb Cebu FC and a title contention or battling for title contention is Maharlika Manila FC. Plenty of changes as well at the half for Cebu, which will have confirmation later. Seems like Maharlika will be making a substitute of their own as well. Something to look forward to in this second half. But as we take a look at the beautiful scenes out here at the PFF National Training Center, want to give a few shout outs first to our fans out here at the stands, players on the pitch, and our viewers from our live stream. We have Emma Aguilar, Emily Wilson, Justin Miranda, Lim Adrian Gabriel, Kyle Combate, Audrey Nunez, a few viewers from our Facebook stream. Want to go over to our YouTube stream as well. We'll get to that shortly. Good look at Arda Sinclair here, who's been phenomenal over the past 2 games for Cebu, scoring 3 goals in as much as 3 games as well, if I'm not mistaken. Confirmation of the substitutions here for Cebu. Jeremiah Borlongan coming in for Daniel Gadia, and Baristasi coming in for Roberto Corsame.
Interesting that they're deciding to pull off Gadia. They might want to maybe just rest him as they kind of already in a good position, and you know they'll be needing him much later on in the competition.
And for Maharlika Manila FC, the debut of Bensi Ray Villanueva is done as Jean-Marie Clarino steps in, looking to provide that option in midfield for them. Trying to shake things up here, Kim Jong-kil and Maharlika.
Yeah, some definitely necessary adjustments to be made if they want to get back into the match. Temperatures have dropped now, the lights are on, so it's a lot more easier to run for these guys, and if they want to get after it and they want to take risks, you know, they have a great setup in front of them It's just, do they have it in them to continue to play? Do they have it in them to take risks and get dangerous and get other players around the ball and involved? And most importantly, do they have it in them to keep it solid in the back and not concede any more goals as the second half starts?
As the sun sets here at the PFF National Training Center in Carmona, Cavite, things are about to heat up in the second half of this encounter between Dynamic Herb Cebu FC and Maharlika Manila FC. Again, a couple of storylines to talk about in this game. If Cebu holds on to that lead, they extend their winning streak to 4. If Maharlika gets their 3 points, they put themselves back into contention for the semifinal spots as the second half kicks off here with Dynamic Herb Cebu FC now playing from right to left. Quick through ball there, looking for Uzoka, but the ball goes out for a throw in. Saavedra to take the throw in for Maharlika Manila FC. Didn't have the chance, but I want to greet my good friend Benzi Ray Villanueva, who actually debuted in this game. His first professional match. Kasama kami ni Benzi sa pangangarap sa pagpasok sa professional football. At ngayon nakamit mo na. Congratulations, Benzi. You made us proud.
So we got a great second half in front of us, great environment. Dynamic Herb is solid. They have this comfortable lead, but we see changes getting made, and we should have a different half. Hopefully, Maharlika made some adjustments, and they can come with a different approach as they do need to chase this match. As we see Clarino racing down the line, putting pressure.
This is what have been missing for Maharlika in the first half. Hopefully, they could sustain it towards the end of the game as Epeso looking to wriggle past Cañas. Kim Min-soo just missed out that pass, so a throw in for Cebu. Saldivar, great piece of skills and a foul. Referee John Pineda just calls into action and just keeps the free kick, or just wants to play the ball down for a free kick. So two Clarino Bros now in the field with Miggy and Jean Marie in the squad. Looking to shake things up for Maharlika out here. We're long on to Uzoka. Looking for the cross here. Short one, Arda Sinclair. Wasn't able to get to it. Oh, strike. Oh, hitting the post there. Hitting the crossbar rather. Baristasi.
Substitute getting involved right away, hitting the crossbar. Nice piece of skill there from Genko, as you mentioned him already in the first half, to get past this man and create that opportunity for the substitute. Cañas with some skill to keep possession.
Oscan now holding things down for Cebu. Still a 1-0 lead for them. Genko went down, but advantage, says the referee. Here's Berlongan. Called for a foul for a high boot there.
As we take a look at the replay, Genko does extremely well. Little feint, roll the ball across the body. Great pass there for the substitute, who hits it extremely well. Hits the target. Has the goalie beat as it hits the crossbar, but lucky for Maharlika that doesn't go in, and it's still a 1-0 game here.
Advantage played on again by referee John Pineda as Cañas went down there. Quick shout out to Steven Unan watching from BGC. Thank you so much for tuning in. As well as Haifa Hassan, always present in the games of Cebu. Jasmine Candelario giving a shout out to Baristasi, who had a fantastic shot there, just hitting the crossbar.
Yeah, great opportunity for dynamic Herb Cebu there. As we see them on the ball again, they're just getting more and more comfortable.
So that shout out for Steven Unan, who's watching from BJC, comes all the way from the one and only Sadelf Tupas. Thank you, boss. Maharlika just clearing their lines there. Calm and composed is Cebu right now. Looks like they've shaken things up as well with their formation. We have to confirm that shortly. Things are clicking for them over the last 50 minutes of this match. Michael Menzi forced to take it back to Kim Min-soo. Forward pass looking for Jean-Marie Clarino against Saldivar. Clarino wins a corner for Maharlika. And he acknowledges that challenge from Saldivar as well.
As we see Charlie say, take his time. They really need to make the most out of this corner kick. These are, if done well and practiced right, these are goal scoring opportunities for them. So he needs to give a quality service, and the Maharlika players need to attack this ball if they want to get any type of opportunity from this corner kick.
Epeso, Min-soo, and Clarino waiting for that ball from Charlie Beaton. Punched away by Villanueva. Saavedra puts it back in the box. Headed out by Cebu. They still have possession here with Epeso. Epeso, great touch. Could not fire from distance. And now counter-attack time for Cebu with Saldivar with the ball. Acres of space here for Genko to operate down the left side. Good tackle there from Michael Menzi.
Extremely well-timed tackle there. He got it right.
Cañas did not find Genko. Takes it back to Miggy. The pressure is mounting for Maharlika. A mistake from Valdez. Bounces to the path of Clarino. Cool heads prevailed there, Nate. Borlongan could not get it through to Ozoka. Now a chance for Maharlika to regroup and find the spaces for the attack. Clearance finds Epeso.
Oh, great first touch.
Even lovely flick on to Beaton there just to free things up for them. Exchange of passes. Things are clicking now for Maharlika only up until that moment. Here's Borlongan with the ball on the counter for Cebu. Two options there. Not use it. Ball bounces to the path of Genko. Takes a strike. Spilled it. But holds on to it now, Valdez.
Yeah, good opportunity again. Genko has a good look at it. Makes good contact with that shot. Forcing a save from the Maharlika side. As we take a look at the replay, he runs straight onto it. Able to keep his body over, keep it low. Just not able to direct it into a corner. But again, Genko's doing extremely well from the start of this match up until now. He's proven to be a danger man, and he's in tune and in rhythm with the match.
Saldivar takes it back to Okuda. Ball goes out, says the referee, for a throw-in for Maharlika. Quick shout-outs to our viewers on Facebook. Rolando Naganon Jr. Lloyd Chadwick, who's watching all the way from Stockport, England. Alfredo Reliora. Shoutouts to Ocampo Ciervos FC. Foul call by the referee here in favor of Maharlika.
Yeah, Menzi doing well to get past this man and draw a foul. Again, another important moment for Maharlika, as we see. Little Matthews move to get in and out. Gets past Taski and he's forced to draw a foul.
Extended arms there from Tassi, called for a foul by the referee. Now Clarino to take this free kick, an outswinger for them. Who will rise to the occasion for Maharlika?
Again, another poor service from Maharlika, not able to take advantage from the free kick. But they're able to regain possession. And now it goes out.
Almost a great piece of skill there from Charlie Beaton. Had he only kept the ball in play, but now a throw in for Cebu. Bong Ibanez, shout out to Madaom FC. Ross de los Reyes watching all the way from Brisbane, Australia. Also want to give a quick shout out to the Miyagi family watching from Lapu-Lapu, Cebu. Go Cebu Football Club, says Sandy Miyagi. Worldwide viewers out here enjoying this battle between Cebu and Maharlika Manila as JB Burlongan with the ball, looking for the options. Take a strike of his own, hits the post and gets into the back of the net. Wow!
What a strike, what a strike. Hits the post, then comes across the line, hits the other post. Hits it beautifully, beautifully.
To the jubilation of the bench of Cebu FC.
Again, substitute coming on, making an impact, making a difference. Let's take a look at this goal here.
We'll have a closer look of that goal. But celebration for Jeremiah JB Burlongan, scoring here at the second half, the 56th minute.
We see him with nothing but space in front of him. Does well, heads up, takes the space he's given, gets it to his right foot and just cracks it.
Vicente Valdez.
He's up at the top of the corner. He got space in front of him. A little cut to the right, gets it to his favorite right foot, and just keeper couldn't do anything as he reacts. He sees the ball go in the back of his net. Great strike from the substitute Burlongan.
Valdez was just clueless out there where the ball will bounce. Unfortunately, it bounced into the back of the net, and 2 goals now for Cebu FC, and a bigger chance to keep that winning streak alive for them. What a strike from Burlongan there.
Yeah, that could be a possible goal of the cup for sure. Hits it extremely well. And I always talk about the substitutes coming in and making an impact and raising the level of your team. Regardless of how much time you have as a substitute, it's your job to come on and make the most of it and make an impact as we see him and the other substitutes for Dynamic Herb Cebu do. Great strike, and I love to see it from a substitute.
Great shuffling of cards here for Mehmet Kakil, bringing in Burlongan and Tassi, who's made a huge impact minutes into their substitution. And of course, with Burlongan getting in the score sheet, that's a card that he pulled out pretty well.
Oof. Very fortunate there to keep possession.
Maharlika now with a chance of their own, trying to pull one back. Poor touch there from Clarino. They still have possession here. Menzi takes it back. Clarino. Entry pass to Epeso. There will be another substitution in the wings here for Cebu. They'll have to wait for the next dead ball here, but they have a throw-in, or a free kick rather. Charlie Beaton to take this one again for Maharlika Manila FC. Now the referee introduces the substitution. Chimo Zoka subbed off for Kintaro Miyagi. King Miyagi, of course, hailing from Cebu and a standout player for the University of the Philippines. Now checks in to the match for Chimo Zoka. Strike. Oh! Jeng with a strike there. Just could not get it right for Maharlika.
Falls nicely for him in a great position at the top of the box. As we take a look, bounces to him. Just unable to time the strike, time the ball as it's bouncing towards him. But, you know, good idea to hit it first time. Just unable to connect the way he'd like and get that ball on frame. But for Maharlika, it really just takes one goal to get back into it. But it's going to require a lot of work for them to get back into it.
They're going to be overworked if they go for that goal, knowing that they're already chasing the game and they're chasing a goal here just to bring them back into contention for this game alone.
Yeah. They just got to keep playing and keep moving. For me, it's a bit stagnant for them, and they just lack options when players are on the ball. They just kind of lack options. As we take a look at the shots on target, Dynamic Herb Cebu dominating with 4 and Maharlika with only 1.
Cebu now imposing their will in this game. They're trying to go for not only to secure a second spot out here. There will be a lot of implications for Cebu if they win this game, which they're looking to be on course of. They will solidify their second spot with 12 points, and they will have that match against Kaya on Sunday, which will decide who will go to the top of the standings for the Copa Paulino Alcantara.
Yeah, which is why I guess we see the coach of Dynamic Herb Cebu make some changes already, as he know some of his key role players are exhausted from the match on Monday and this tonight. So, you know, it's smart of him to rest his players, as he knows that they will have an extremely tough test on Sunday against a strong Kaya FC club. That will definitely be a match to watch for all the viewers and Filipino football fans out there.
They'll be putting in their perfect record up in the air there, and to test against the title holders, the defending champions Kaya FC Iloilo. That will be an interesting match to watch on Sunday. Cañas into the middle for Genko. Very flexible player out here, playing from the right wing, playing from the left wing, now playing in the middle for Cebu.
As we see some subs getting ready to come on for Maharlika and Dynamic Herb Cebu, as they continue to rotate and get key players fresh and get some new legs onto the field.
Here another smart substitution for Cebu. Steven Patalinhug coming in for the joint top scorer of the tournament, Arda Sinkir. Chris Lawless coming in for David Basa, and Mauro Jod Akot coming in for Charlie Beaton for Maharlika. So they're resting their key players now in preparation for that clash against the league leaders or the tournament leaders, Kaya FC Iloilo. And the reshuffling from Kim Jong-kil just to get a goal and possibly to put themselves back into contention in this game.
So we're seeing Lawless in an attacking role. We've seen him come on and start as a defender, and now he's hoping to bring a spark for this Maharlika side, as they're desperately looking for some type of spark to get back into this match. He's in a good position there.
Epeso Trying to find a teammate there. Back to Mudang. Minsu. Intercepted there by Miyagi. And now Borlongan on the counter, just prevented by Usman Jeng. Foul against Cañas. They just get a warning there. And a free kick for Maharlika.
Yeah, again, opportunity for them on this set piece. As we see the replay, clear foul there from Cañas as he's a bit late on the challenge. And Maharlika would take their time as they set up this free kick. Not the most dangerous position, but again, something that they can take advantage of if they do it properly and they're organized and they attack this ball. Let's see what kind of service we have here.
Mauro Akot to take this for Maharlika, one of the former FEU standouts, now playing in a professional league. Minsu taking a shot all the way down. Akot asking for a foul there. Counter-attack time.
This could be dangerous.
Borlongan gives it to Genko. He was called for offside there. Great offside trap coming in for Maharlika.
Yeah, he's just got a bit excited. He's clearly offsides there. Got to just hold that line with the back line of Maharlika, and there's nothing but space in front of him. So
Jean-Marie Clarino gets to the ball.
Does well to get to it, but just not the service that Lawless is looking for. Ace there to pick up the loose ball.
And now Maharlika can feel it. They can smell blood. Can they go for that all-important goal to bring them back into this game? Mudang takes it back to Menzi. Looks up, finds Minsu.
He needs support now.
Has the support of Menzi there. Gets to the middle. Ozcan just clears the lines for Cebu. But the counter-attack is still on for Maharlika with Akot. Crowded by two players in white. Intercepted now by Jeng. Taken down, but no foul, says the referee. Genko looking for Borlongan over the right side. Finds him. Option in the middle. Miyagi. Ball is over him and out for a goal kick.
Oh, that's a shame. Sayang there. They had the numbers up. How they were able to connect and find the person, but they definitely had that numerical advantage in that play. Unfortunate for them to not get into another attacking position.
Fans loving the game out here, keeping a close eye on the match. Kim Min-soo, forward pass, looking for Lawless, clearance from Akuda.
They opt to play quick here on the throw-in.
Clarino. Menzi, a foul called against Barestasi.
Another free kick here for Maharlika. I'd like to see them get a bit more quality in their service here and take advantage of these moments. As we take a look at that replay, it's a clear foul. And again, another opportunity, not in a dangerous position, but in a good enough position to where something could happen from this play. And again, poor service.
That's one thing lacking for Maharlika in this fight to get back into the game. The services from the set pieces are gone begging for them. Oh, what a goal here! They pull one back, and it's game on for Maharlika Manila FC. We were talking about the mishaps in the set pieces, but in open plays, they were able to make up for it, and Kim Min-soo scores a goal.
Yeah, that was a quality cross there. Picks out Kim, who just taps it in with his head. as we see, he elevates well, connects well with the header, and able to put in the back of the net. As we take a look at the replay, he's able to turn his man quick and get his cross off. Nice little skill to get a little bit of space. And again, Kim times it perfectly and able to put that in the back of the net. Game on. We have a 2-1 lead now for Cebu. And let's see if this lifts Maharlika and hopefully can give them more opportunities getting forward.
They were able to make up for the lost chances through set pieces, and Usman Jeng just provided that assist from open play. Game on now for Maharlika Manila FC with about 21 minutes in this game, remaining in this game, to tie things up and possibly get their 3 points if they can. Minsu, the goal scorer, takes some time off the clock, sends it forward, looking for a Peso there. Peso now with the ball.
Nice
Akot.
little play there.
A Peso crowded by 4 players in white. Cañas, Maharlika asking for a handball there. Nothing given. Borlongan to chase for the ball. King Miyagi, Valdez clears the line for Maharlika Manila FC. Can the never say die attitude of Maharlika Manila FC bring them back into this game? They have a goal now, something to build upon for this attack. Baristasi, lovely turn. Just missing that final ball from him.
Yeah, did well to create some space and turn his man, just lacking the quality in the service.
Had a couple of chances already, Tassi, with that first attempt on goal, hitting the crossbar. Mudang sends it forward. Gino, Clarino. Ball out. Throw in for Maharlika.
So Maharlika still has time here if they want to tie the game up or go for the win. Just under 20 minutes. As they look to be just taking their time, but they got to continue to find options and take risk as they're losing. They desperately going to need a goal here to get back into it, tie things up.
Gino, great first touch. Finds Menzi over the right side. Overlap wasn't used. Taking it back to Miggy Clarino. The two Clarinos now looking to combine for a monumental comeback here, but intercepted. Osman Jeng keeps it for them. Jeng to the middle for Lawless. Quick 1-2, intercepted by Cañas. Chance for counter here. Pulled back. And that's a foul against Maharlika. Ako just pulling Patalin Hug there. Here comes Maharlika clearing their lines once again. No one there for Maharlika to chase. Here's Genko. Puts Menzi on the deck. Genko still with the ball. Now intercepted. Foul on Tassi. 17 minutes to keep the streak alive or to level things up. Here's Maharlika now. Gino Clarino with the ball. Foul on Okuda. A free kick at a dangerous spot here for Maharlika Manila FC.
As we take a look at the replay, Clarino with a stop and go. Clear little foul there from Okuda in a pretty dangerous area here on the edge of the box. Again, we keep talking about the quality of service from these set pieces and corners. This is an extremely, especially with the scoreline now only 2-1, this is an extremely important moment for Maharlika to capitalize and get another goal-scoring opportunity as they opt to play quick.
Finds Miggy there. Kim Min-soo with a strike. What a save there by Ace Villanueva to keep the lead for Dynamic Herbs Cebu FC.
Yeah, very nice play there, forcing Ace to the ground to make a tough save. Kim hit it well into the corner. Now we have a corner kick for Maharlika. As we see the momentum continuing with Maharlika ever since that goal. We got 15 minutes left. Still time for them to tie things up and possibly get a victory. And let's see here how Dynamic Herbs Cebu is going to react. As the momentum is clearly now with Maharlika. They're clearly going for the tying goal here, as they need points if they want to continue and progress to the knockout stages of this Copa.
They've been in this situation before. In their opening match against Mendiola, they were down, but they were not out. Certainly in this game as well.
Again, not the best service, as it's not able to get over the first post player. As we take a look at the replay, Kim takes a good hits it first time, opts to go near post. Ace had it covered well and makes a great save, but again, another dangerous opportunity for Maharlika to tie the match here, as again, momentum is slowly gaining for them. And now we have another corner kick from Maharlika. Much better service now.
Better delivery that time, but wasn't able to find the heads of Usman Zhang or Gary Epesa, but they win. A throw in here. Taking a look at the corner stats out here, Nate. 3 for Maharlika, 1 for Cebu.
Yeah, and I believe all of those came here in the second half.
Maharlika
as it just shows the momentum shift for Maharlika.
mounting a comeback here. Zheng with the ball in this possession again. This is where he provided the assist. Could not keep the ball in their possession. Cebu will clear the lines only as far as Menzi.
We have a 3 versus 3 here. 4 versus 3 if more people are able to get involved.
Borlongan from that spot again into the middle. Intercepted by Menzi. And they will push this ball forward. Akot heading it over to Clarino. Ball goes out, giving a chance for a substitution here. The referee asked for Maharlika to play it. Substitution will have to wait on the wings there. Now here's the substitution. John Melgo III coming in for Lorenzo Genko, who had a fantastic game out here, providing an assist to Arda Sinkir in the first half.
Yeah, solid performance from Genko, both in the first and in the second. He was vital in some of the goals and had some really nice passages of play. Credit to him as he's helped this side get this lead, and much needed rest, I guess, for him as they bring on the substitute with about 12 minutes left here, plus stoppage.
So a chance now for Maharlika to level things up out here. Min-soo, he's been all over the field out here for Maharlika, playing from the back, playing in the middle, playing up front, scoring the goal for them as well. Miscommunication between Clarino and Lawless there, but they retain possession. 11 minutes remaining. 3 players in white covering for that ball. Okuda clears it out. Taking it back to Zhang. Michael Menzi. Sending it forward, looking for Gino. Chris. What a tackle there from Melgo III, the substitute. Here they go again, Patalinhug. Tasi just could not get the first touch there, or the first bounce rather. Mehmet Kakil asking for Patalinhug to just keep the ball on the ground for them. Cañas, who's been the silent operator here for Cebu. Decent first outing in that new position for him. Maharlika now on the counter. Cannot find somebody there over the right. Clarino with the foul. Miggy with the foul there. They're very familiar with each other. Faced together in the UAAP, with Saldivar playing for the Far Eastern University and Miggy Clarino playing for University of the Philippines. Maharlika now closing the spaces over the right side for Cebu. Asking for an offside. Nothing given there. Melgo to chase. Sending it into the middle. Baristasi cannot get to it first time. They still have possession. Borlongan into the middle for Miyagi. A strike. Another one.
Desperate defending here from Maharlika.
Finally, they could breathe as Valdez get his hands to the ball. But what a sequence of attack coming from Cebu.
As we take a look at the replay, it's just kind of a scruffy play here. Desperate defending. Nothing too dangerous for the Maharlika side, but again, they just got to be careful because they're looking to get back into the match, and they're playing with a lot of players up front, so they're very susceptible to a counter-attack, as we see here.
Udang miscalculated that. Here's Miyagi covered by Zheng. Menzi gets to the ball now. They will calm things down with Saavedra. Borlongan. 8 minutes here for Cebu to keep the winning streak alive.
Yeah, Maharlika have to press now. You know, they don't have much time. They have a lot of fresh legs on the pitch, so they really should be pressing from any moment, trying to get that ball back. But Dynamic Herb Cebu notices that, and they'll gladly just hold on to the possession here.
Great defending there from Saavedra, but he's down after that pressure from JB Borlongan. Have a look at that again, Nate.
Yeah, that's a good defensive play there to keep the ball away from Borlongan, the goal scorer, as he chased it down, putting pressure in a well-deserved corner kick here for the Dynamic Herb Cebu side. Just approaching about 7 minutes of regular time. Corner kick now for Dynamic Herb Cebu, who lead 2-1 as we approach the end of the game.
Great to see a couple of players who played in the Philippines Football League, Nelson Gasic and Bam Pitogo, who used to play for Maharlika, watching the game with us. Here's Cebu, great fake there. Taken down, no foul, says the referee, to the dismay of the bench of Cebu, but they still have the pressure on here. Now it eases off as they were able to kick it out for a throw-in. Gio. Twisting and turning but could not get past Baristasi, and they win a throw-in deep into the half of Maharlika Manila FC. Maharlika still trying to find for that late equalizer. Saldivar got the possession here, taken down by Gino Clarino.
Fair play to both players. I'd like to see Dynamic Herb Cebu just kind of control the clock with these last 5 or so minutes. They have the lead. No need to stretch the game out and cause any unnecessary giveaways or counterattacks.
Ball forward. Baristasi still has it. Into the middle. Here's Patalinhug. Fakes it. Takes it. Just went over the bar.
Does extremely well to get his shot off. He should have hit the frame from there, but he's on his weaker left foot. And as we take a look at the replay, he does well, cuts his man, takes it to his left foot. And as we see, he's leaning back again. Jamer's leaning back, so that's forcing the ball to go up. And doesn't cause any harm at all for the goalkeeper from Maharlika.
Throw in for Cebu. I stand corrected on the schedule, by the way, Nate. After this match on Sunday, Dynamic Herb Cebu will be facing United City FC for the battle for second there. So today they have a chance to solidify that second place or second spot. On Sunday, they will be putting up their winning streak in the air against the 2020 PFL champions. And their final match in the elimination round on May 12th, that's where they will be facing the defending champions, Kaya FC Iloilo.
Yeah, I'm sure United City FC is eager to get back onto the field and to the domestic campaign, as they had a very challenging AFC tournament. So I'm sure they'll be happy to get back onto domestic soil and play matches here, and they have a good test as they take on this Dynamic Herb side. It will be a good challenge for both teams, I think.
That's going to be a first real test for Dynamic Herb Cebu, but we have Mauro Acot getting a yellow card after that challenge on JB Berlongan, who didn't like that challenge, by the way. 3 minutes. Can they get another goal here through this free kick? Okuda to take this one for Cebu.
Okuda, the left-footed center back, strong player who looks like he's wanting to strike this one on goal here. Let's have a look. It's a left-footed player. He's got good technique, and he's got a strong left foot, so he's obviously thinking this is in range for him. It would be a crack of a goal if he scores from here, though.
Here's a strike from Okuda, straight to the wall. They still have possession here. Cebu with a cross. Intercepted there. Substitution here for Maharlika in the dying minutes of the second half. Joseph Alas coming in for the other substitute, Chris Lawless.
Substitution from Maharlika Manila FC. Player number 4, Chris Lawless, replaced by player number 20, Joseph Alas.
Here's Cebu with Patalinhug. Through pass, not there for Baristasi. Here's Kim Min-soo on the counter. Pulled back by Tasi, and now he's gets the foul and a yellow card as well. There you go.
Dire minutes here for Dynamic Herb Cebu. They gotta keep safe and keep smart, as there's not much time on the clock. Last thing they want to do is give up a late goal.
I think that was just a professional foul by Tassi.
Yeah, we see him get behind Tassi, and Tassi just kind of puts his hand on his shoulder. Little obstruction foul as Kim was kind of getting past him.
Just risked that yellow card in exchange to preventing Maharlika to break their lines. Michael Menzi for the delivery here. Or rather, that was Kim Sung-min. Rather, apologies about that. 3 minutes added on to this time. Yep, I do stand corrected. That was Kim Sung-min, not Kim Min-soo. That was the other player on another team, rather.
What was this? Offsides.
No goal. But almost goal scoring chance there for Kentaro Miyagi. So he was offside there. So less than 3 minutes now. Can Cebu get a similar scoreline from Monday night action, or will they keep 2-1? Or will Maharlika get their late equalizer here? Great flick on. Defending here. Still the pressure is on for Maharlika. Miyagi misjudged that ball. Menzi gets to it. Over the other side for Berlongan.
Got a lot of space. He'll clearly just take his time and try to run the clock down here.
Seems like Kim Sung-min's goal wasn't enough to bring some life into Maharlika. They're behind here again. Tassi cleared out for a goal kick. Valdez to Sung-min. Miyagi. A chance again for them. Borlongan, can he get his second? No! Just over the bar for Borlongan.
Miyagi did extremely well to turn his man and play a dangerous ball across. Borlongan knows he should have done better with that. Could have been his brace. As we see, the ball rolls clearly right in front of his path, right in the penalty spot area. Just leans back a bit and gets it over the bar, as he should have put that away or at least hit the frame there.
Final play out here with Cebu, a chance to get their third goal through this corner. Now they cleared it. Clarino chasing the ball, looking to get a chance, but referee Mick John Pineda calls time, and it ends in misery for Maharlika Manila FC. Cebu keeping their winning streak alive via 2-1, courtesy of Arda Sinclair and JB Borlongan. What a match we had here. We thought they mounted a comeback here, Maharlika, through Kim Sung-min's goal, but wasn't enough for them to claw their way back into this game. Final thoughts on that, Nate, and this exciting game that we had between Cebu and Maharlika?
Yeah, we got to credit Maharlika for getting back into the match, but obviously it's just a little too little and too late For me, it's a deserving win for Dynamic Herb Cebu. They rotate a lot of players, so they were able to get some good looks on some of the players and rest a lot of players. For me, Dynamic Herb Cebu deserves the win. For Maharlika, you just kind of got to go back to the drawing board and ask yourself what went wrong. And for me, they just kind of lacked a bit of urgency and effort in trying to win the ball back. They opted for a direct style of play, which is okay as long as you are able to, win the ball back in dangerous areas and get players around the ball when you're trying to, regain possession if it doesn't go well for the direct play. So yeah, I'd like to see them with a bit more urgency that we're all used to seeing them play, flying and getting into tackles and winning balls and getting in behind. But it's a difficult match for them. I'm sure they're disappointed with this result, but they still have games ahead of them. As we take a look at the replay, excuse me.
We're just going to check on that, but now with their fourth, or rather their third win in the bag, this is their third win in the bag. They're now 12 points in the standings. Solid second for them. They'll be going up against United City FC on Sunday, where they will have a chance to go for first place against the 2020 Philippines Football League champions. We'll talk about that later. That will be an interesting game. But what a match we had out here. Plenty of chances for Maharlika Manila FC. After that goal from Kim Sung-min, we thought there was a lifeline for them to capitalize on, but just wasn't enough, or the goals just weren't coming for them.
Yeah, as we saw, they weren't able to, make the most and capitalize on the dangerous corner kicks or set pieces. As for them, those were very, very important, especially in a match like tonight where they weren't really creating a lot of opportunities. But, got to credit Dynamic Herb Cebu for getting the result tonight. After just coming off a tough victory on Monday, this is another confidence booster for them as they progress through the Copa. And, they're looking more and more like a dangerous team and a team to beat. So, again, great competition for the Copa as we take a look and get involved with our man of the match here.
Well, we have plenty of candidates for the player of the match, but here we have Jeremiah Burlongan of Dynamic Herb Cebu FC as your man of the match.
The past few games have been really good for us since we've gathered all 3 points in each game, and I hope the following games we can continue our good run and keep the hard work going.
Did you thought that it was already going back, or did you expect it just to bounce it towards the goal?
When I hit the ball, I knew it was going on target, but I was excited also because I knew it was going in.
Fourth straight wins for Cebu. How are you feeling? How is the team feeling this success that the team is experiencing right now here in the Copa Paulino Alcantara?
Of course, we're really happy because we've gathered all 4 wins, but then we still have to keep our feet in the ground and stay focused since our next 2 games will be really tough, Kaya FC and UCFC. So we're gonna continue working hard on the training pitch and prepare well for the next 2 games.
Shout out to your friends, families.
I wanna shout out to my family back in CDO, to my mom and dad. Hello. That's it.
Get 15 shots, 5 on target here. 50% shooting accuracy for Maharlika Manila FC on the other hand. What are your thoughts on the stats that we have out here, Nate?
Yeah, I mean, again, the possession is quite even, but clearly the Dynamic Herb Cebu side was able to do more with their possession and get into dangerous spots and create more opportunities. as we see 5 shots on target to only 3 for Maharlika. They lack that kind of creativity in the attacking third, and able to create goal scoring opportunities. But as we saw, where the goal came from a corner kick, and the play was just followed through. These are those moments where they just have to be a bit more careful and take more quality into their play and their service, because as we saw, that's how they scored tonight, and they had plenty of those opportunities. As we take a look at the corner kicks, they had 3 all coming in the second half, and plenty of set pieces in fairly dangerous areas, but they were only able to really look dangerous on that one goal that they scored there, Jamer.
4th win in the bag for Dynamic Herbs Cebu FC. But like what Borlongan said earlier in their interview, they will have a tough opposition to face. And that will come immediately on Sunday, as we have a doubleheader for you on this Sunday delight. It's United City FC against Dynamic Herbs Cebu FC, kicking off at 4 p.m. and then 7:15 p.m. Maharlika Manila FC trying to keep their hopes alive, and they will be facing Stallion Laguna FC. Right here from the commentary, we would like to thank you all for watching this game, bringing it live from PFF National Training Center. Jamie De La Cruz and Nate Berkey saying goodnight to you folks. Thank you so much, and salamat sa pagsuporta sa Philippine football.
An opportunity here, and we've got our first goal of the match. Leaves it to Ramsey to make it